All right, let's get back to it. This is the topic. Can a woman teach a man how to love, or vice versa? Can a man teach a woman? Yo, if anybody is on the stream afraid of answering because what they think my answer might be, just put an emote in the chat, and that's like show of hands. Just put an emote in the chat. Because I know everybody got an opinion on that shit. My opinion has flip-flopped over time. You don't think so, huh, Caps? What you mean by come natural, though? I don't think love come natural to humans. I don't think that's a natural thing. First of all, I think the concept is created and the name fucks it up. But, like, so, you know, I think that love is the highest level of understanding. The more understanding that a person got for you, the better off you are. Think about this, right? Say you get a manager and your manager don't understand you. It's gonna fuck shit up. If you get somebody, a manager that understand you, it work. Almost in every facet. And a lot of times, the thing that get a person to understanding you be admiration. So, I think what we want from love, what we think about love, like if we have like understanding and admiration from any person, it would supplant love. It would make it so you be like, I'm good. Like what's love? Okay, I'm good. Let's keep the same thing that we had here already. Yeah, no. I think you have to teach love. I think it has to be taught. You just don't know that you are being taught love. That's why I said what it is like, look, right? One of the ways that I was taught not to destroy, I think communication between two and understanding each other makes a big deal. Yeah. Communication is how you like, so it really is just the expression of it, right? And then we talk about people not being able to express themselves. So check it. The way I learned not to destroy some shit was by somebody teaching me to admire some shit, right? That's how you don't be a hater. So you see how it's a lot of people that love, like, just take Tom Brady. And it's a lot of people that hate Tom Brady, right? Like, I'm a dude that root for the underdog, right? But when the underdog gets to the point of greatness, I am there because it is important to admire certain things like work ethic, and whenever a motherfucker is completing a challenge that somebody else just couldn't complete. Whenever it's big boy time, his face is in the screen, let's go. Whenever, like, that's what we want to know, right? So it's like, this is how you get into history, by the way. You gotta defy the odds. And I'm not talking about being famous. You know how many famous people that, yo, think about this, right? How many famous people can you name from the 80s? Or the 70s? The 2000s, the 90s? Nigga, Genghis Khan is from, what? You know who Napoleon is, right? It's motherfuckers that was the top movie stars when from the time movies came out. You know, we don't know who the fuck they is. But I do know Genghis Khan. That's standing the test of time. And regardless of how you feel about, say, Gandhi, you know who Gandhi is. You know who Martin Luther King is. You know a lot of you just it's certain people that have been on the planet, and regardless of whatever, like they crossed a certain threshold that nobody else was trying to do, right? So like, you know, I'm not the big Martin Luther King fan, right? But I'm well aware that when you get to the point where you're talking to mass groups of people and you like, yo, they gonna fuck around and kill me, but it is what it is, and that happened, that's a whole nother level. Some of you niggas can't even predict regular shit that might happen tomorrow. That's the closest some people get with knowing they death. You know humans is crazy. If it was somebody that could tell you how you was gonna die right now, you know how quick the suicide rate to go up? You know how quick suicide rate to go up for humans if right now somebody could tell you how you was gonna die? Nigga be like, what? Damn, how many times you been right? 70 out of 70? Is there any way I can stop it? No? You for sure I'm gonna get eaten by an anaconda, but I don't even gonna go by no anaconda. Look, this shit gonna happen. Whether this shit happen in the Amazon jungle, Brooklyn, Canada, at some point you will stumble upon a hungry anaconda and you out of here. And you the one that predicted them penguins jumping that nigga, huh? Killing him, just stomping him to death. Like, alright. See, I turn this shit to something else. We don't got Medkit right now, so we doing what we do, but we not getting off topic, right? Yeah, they spoke for the public audience. Bro, so many people speak for the public audience, bro, but it still don't ring off in the same way, bro. It just don't do it, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that do that, but it not ring off in the same way still.
Born in the 80s, crack baby.
So, but I do wanna get into that though, like, I think that like with the kind of, I think that like in a freer society, now we live this America, baby, and some would say there is no freer society. But as men and as women, we do have restrictions though, right? Maybe certain gender biases, right? Like where I believe in everyone having a secret ability in their life, but it has to be discovered. I'm gonna get to that, but let me say this, right? Check it. Um, you will hear people talk about like the differences in the way we raise our daughters and in the way we raise our sons, right? And I've told y'all about the time when Deuce was 14, right? Shout out to Deuce. She coming home on her birthday. She gonna be home for Thanksgiving, but she coming on her birthday. She be 19 now. But I remember she was 14 because I remember what she said. It was like, like I said, I am a particular way. So she wanted to go to the mall by herself. Like, I want to get on the bus and go to the mall by myself. Nigga, what? Nigga, that don't even sound right. You a 14-year-old young lady. She like, yo, but if I was a 14-year-old boy, you'll just let me do it. And I was like, oh, shit. You right. Because at the same time, I'm trying to teach her that when she right, she right. That don't depict whether or not I'm going to still make the decision to trust to let her do the shit. I'ma holler at Mad Kid. Mad Kid gonna probably be like, yeah, nigga, like what? When I was 14, I was, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Go ahead, and that's what happened. Cause you gotta trust the person, right? Like what? Like life is life. But there are some things you are just not gonna let your 14-year-old daughter do that you might just be not give a fuck if your 14-year-old son did it, right? And in those ways, like, how do you like? How do you go about it? Cause a lot of times you raising them by your perceptions, right? So like, and this my take, and it might be a hot take. But for all the things that we hear about, like single parent households with single mothers, right? With mothers raising sons. Mothers raise the worst dogs. What I mean is that the dudes that's gonna go out there and dog a female out. A dude that's gonna go out there and dog a female out, a lot of times come from a single parent home. But if he come from a home where his pops is there consistently, in order for a man to be in there consistently, it's some sacrifices you making. It's some things that's different. You automatically showing him something even if you don't want to. That's more bull and non-facts, cops. You ain't never been writer, nigga. That's more bull and non-facts, nigga. Mackie, how you feeling? Make it alright, man. She gonna be good, gang. But I think that, like, a lot of times we don't realize. So I think that, I mean, a lot of times we don't realize when, like, we raising somebody based off our ideologies, right? So from wrestling with this idea and this thought, I came to one conclusion, gang. The answer is no. Innocent, yes. Booed, you wilding, you drinking, you smoking blunts. Meg Kid not here, you a little worried. What do you mean? What I mean is this. If you are human, whether you are single or in a relationship, you can do it. If you're human, if you're willing to confront, like, those weird ideologies, if you're willing to just, like, deliver the actual harsh realities of life and lay them on the table, and then help a person to make, like, informed decisions, because sometimes as men, we don't want to teach our kids empathy. Not our sons, right? Sometimes when y'all be talking about, like, women being weak, you don't be realizing that the wrong dad could make his daughter feel weak, not because he don't love her or he want to hurt her, because he don't know no better. He don't know no better. He don't know how to make her feel comfortable. So yeah, a dad, he might love his daughter. He might cherish her. And you hear men talk about how women be weak. But he might fuck around and make his daughter the same weak woman that he criticized or men criticize because he don't know no better. And that might sound crazy, but yeah. That's what happens a lot of times. We not talk about when you want to put your daughter in physical combat, but of battles of the mind, battles of strategy, battles of just having better character, a better personality, or being funnier, being more entertaining, or being more understanding. Why couldn't your daughter match any human being on the planet? We know that can't happen physically, so when matters of the physical, why the fuck is we even questioning it? And I understand there are exceptions to every rule, but that's not what we're talking about right here. We're talking about having an understanding for a human being, for an individual. Now you a mother, this your son. What would be the best way for you to teach him what we call love? Because if you got the perspective that all men ain't shit, all men is dogs, how can you even be successful teaching somebody against your own ideologies? That humans don't be understanding that shit. They looking at their kids like, what's wrong with you? But you taught that motherfucker that. When the last time you met a Christian that just raised the nigga up to be a Muslim? Yeah, homie. I got you. I'ma love you up, man. Make sure that these two parents is blood, and when they have their kid, they like, you know what? He gonna be Crip. Name him Crippy Johnson. That don't even make no sense to y'all, right? Tell me that makes sense, gang. Two blood parents having a baby and naming him Crippy Johnson ahead of time because they think that we gonna make sure he Crip. We moving to a Crip neighborhood. So you raising your kids based off your ideologies. If you're a single female and you think all niggas ain't shit and that's how you see it, you a man, you feel like you doing your best, you in the house, you doing what you do. Like you ain't running the streets and leaving your door, you out here but you holding her back, making her weaker because you feel like that's just your ideology of what women is. You feel like women sneaky, so she don't never learn to be open with you. You judge her different. So she don't never learn to be open. Y'all can develop that kind of communication. You don't give her the same lease or respect as being human like you might do your son. But then in some ways, you don't protect your son in the way that you might do your daughter. So my answer is no. Like a woman can't teach a man how to love. A man can't teach a woman how to love. A human can teach whoever. Who I need to teach something to? I understand. I'm a human. When motherfuckers be hearing that terminology, ain't nothing but different up under the sun. What the fuck they think that's about? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, gang. Y'all got straight like game right there. That was facts. Boo and non-facts. You should believe in me. Like, yo. So, where I came from, like, I came from a long place. Like, and I wanted to spin back into the apexes, but I do remember with the drinking, I remember that I said I was going to touch on something. And I ain't going to do that. I believe in everyone having a secret ability in their life, but it has to be discovered. The reason I said that, because you know I ignore some shit, is because I believe the same thing. I've told Medkit that, I've told Deuce that. And me and Deuce have went into that in depth a little bit, where I've told her about, ooh, that's another one, we gonna get to that too, about teaching people, I mean, I say it like that, not teaching people intelligence, but you can make someone intelligent. You can open someone's mind, and if they have a normal standard human brain, you can operate in an intellectually sound way consistently enough to unlock whatever you desire to unlock, and then like focus in on it, and people, oh, you're a fucking genius at, like, that's why sometimes when you see genius, right, especially throughout history, right, the ones that really did a lot, not the ones that just was geniuses by the standards of, because if y'all Google geniuses and where they ended up, like child geniuses, like from when we was younger, like, oh, this person on Oprah, this show, because they're genius, like, their success rate is lower than the average person. But when you're a genius to the level where you create some shit for humankind, like, I'm not just answering math questions and telling you shit that's this and I'm fucking answering questions for humankind and creating, and like, when you a different level of that shit, like some Elon Musk or like Imhotep, like, where some of y'all don't know who Imhotep is, but it's shit like nigga be creating like 18 different things that niggas be, like, some of the motherfuckers that invented shit, they had like 35 different patents, like, nigga would. So that's what I mean, like, when you have the ability to understand like nuances, and when you think critically and analytically, you can definitely, so, and I think that anybody with a standard brain, the majority of us, like, we ain't stupid and crazy and dumb. That's not what's holding us back. It's all those different things we was taught, those ideologies, like how we feel we supposed to be. How the world is telling us a lot of times, hey, this is how you're supposed to be. And that's how you get away from being human. Now you just black. Now you just white. Now you just down with this gang. Now you just blood or Christian or mother. Now you so far away from being human where a motherfucker done gave you all your rules and regulations. As opposed to you just having a little bit of understanding, like. And y'all know, like I say, I think understanding is love. Like, the highest level of understanding is love, bro. That's what it is. That's what you need from somebody. When you talk about people not supporting you, not being, if they got understand, it's going. Because admiration is what. So that's why I say the closest thing to love, really, and I use love because I understand that that's a term people will understand what I'm talking about. But I think that, like, the closest thing to, like, what we really feel is love is admiration, for you to admire me. Admire something, and usually that takes for a nigga to really be different. So that's why everybody be talking about they ain't won't be feeling like they getting love. Like, how different are you? Like, if that's the case, love cheap as fuck. Y'all niggas saying money can't buy love, this, that, and like, how different? That's why I tell y'all money could buy love, because a lot of times for you to get somewhere, right, unless somebody, so it had to be different in the lineage. So, like, okay, you wasn't different, but your grandfather was different as a motherfucker, right? Some of y'all, like, oh, what about Donald Trump? Do y'all know I was his grandfather, great-grandfather? Like, okay, so, like, during the gold rush, like, this nigga had a hotel. I think he was selling prostitutes. Like, when he knew the gold rush was good, this nigga, like, put a hotel on a boat. Like, think about how some of you niggas don't want to start overdoing nothing. Nigga don't want to make a new YouTube page. Nigga don't want to do. Nigga, like, yo, they said the money going up there. Yo, put my whole hotel on a boat, unless I'm going to be up there before niggas even get there. I'm going up there off the rumors, nigga. Bringing the hoes with me, we getting money. So, and then y'all see it go down where a nigga put a nigga, and the nigga just do it. So it'd be like, yo, bro, to get the kind of admiration where you could get people that might storm the cap for you, that might be like, yo, no, he's the president, I swear to God. Like, to love the shit out you, it's a big difference. No matter who it is, black, white, whatever, when you go throughout history, a nigga started getting different on motherfuckers. Like, what y'all say about me? Even somebody like Jay-Z. Motherfucker gonna be like, cause you kind of understand that. Wait, he from Brooklyn? He was a crack dealer? No. This doesn't happen. Yeah, that type shit, and we see it all the time, and we recognize it. But sometimes, man, you gotta shed all that shit. Come on, like, just the same way they say hate start to work like love. When you get an abundance of love, you're going to get an abundance of hate. When you get an abundance of hate, you're going to get an abundance of love. You just got to be different to get that shit. Yo, y'all know it's about to be a wrap, though. We didn't tackle this because Medkit, and I don't want to be just in here, so I at least want to give y'all over an hour because I know Medkit okay, and we will be back. She probably be thirsty like, yo, we on Friday or Thursday, we going to do this because I got these I'm going to do. But I'm going to give y'all updates. Y'all know I'll be here, let y'all know. I love y'all, but I don't want to be sitting here trying to talk to y'all, juggle too much in my head and be worried about Medkit. I'd rather just